take a look at Fallout, the most well-reviewed video game turned series ever. We'll take you behind the scenes of this Prime offering. Also, brace for lots of sleepless nights. An action horror thriller hits a little too close to home. Way too close to home. Civil War coming to theaters. OMG, let's hope only theaters, not to real life. Also, need a happy palate cleansing? You will. Sasquatch Sunset does it. Bigfoot's real, right? All right. If so, here's a drama series all about him. Imagine Yellowstone, only way furrier. We'll get to know the hopes and dreams and foils of a missing link family as we take a look. And let's do it. Welcome to Take a Look. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is the show called Take a Look because we take a look at stuff that... Am I finding the right camera? I'm sorry, my eyes haven't been the same since the eclipse. They said don't look at the sun. I still think I looked at the sun. And truth be told, I ordered some goggles specifically to look at the sun, and I think the place I got them from on eBay were just pretty much giving me swim goggles. Over here, the person giving me courtesy laughs, it's Steph Sanders. What's going on?
Hey, good, man, good.
Did you see the eclipse?
I did. Me and Ray Charles.
But you didn't look at the sun. Or did you?
Well, I didn't look at the eclipse. I looked at it online because I'm one of them conspiracy theorists. I thought if I looked, I'd go blind. I don't need any more problems.
You think it was just another example of someone, big government, trying to make you look the wrong direction?
That's what my grandmama say. Big mama say, don't look at that eclipse.
All right. Well, we're days later. Here's more stuff to look at. Hopefully your eyes have recovered. Hopefully when they said don't look at the sun, you didn't look at the sun. Let's talk about Disney Plus. New to Disney Plus this week is Wish.
Yes.
I loved it when it hit theaters. I knew it was going to be loved for generations, and now is an opportunity for more and more people to see it. What'd you think, Steph Sanders?
I loved it, man. I love everything Disney, period, but I love this because usually they have Disney movies where one person controls the wish. Everybody could get the wish in this. I love this.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Except, speaking of big conspiracies, I don't want to plot spoil, but the wish might be controlled by someone you don't want to control by.
Maybe.
All right, but back to what's good about this. What I love about it, like the movies that our grandparents grew up with, the Bambi and that generation, it oddly feels like it was that generation of Disney animation married to the new Frozen segment of Disney animation.
True, because I love that all the animals could talk, but they said modern things.
Right, yeah, exactly. Speaking of the animals talking, the goat, can we talk about that?
Oh my God.
It even says, the goat says, I did not sound like what you thought I would sound like.
He sounds like Vincent Price back in the day. It sounds like an old thriller movie.
Good pull from back in the day. Ariana DeBose is your lead voice in this, and she is awesome.
Yes.
We talked.
So you talked about manifesting all of these dreams and wishes that are a part of this movie.
Yeah.
So what were those dreams and wishes?
When
Long before So You Think You Can Dance.
Yeah, so someone did their homework. I love that.
I know you.
When I was a kid, I think I wanted to be Madonna's backup dancer at one point. That was something. I thought I was going to be a lawyer. Not really a lawyer. I've yet to play one, but who knows? Maybe I will.
It's always nice to be able to read those contracts.
Isn't it though?
Right.
I think I knew I wanted to dance. I can tell you that. Above all else, I knew I wanted to dance, and I've done that. Like dance has actually been the door or the window to the rest of my life, and I'm so grateful. And I hope Asha dances in this film, so I'm so hopeful that in one way or another, dance can remain a part of my life because it's led me to so many beautiful places.
Amen. Well, this movie and you make the world a better place. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
So not to make it a commercial, but like say it to the people right now. Watch Wish because.
Okay, watch Wish because you're gonna feel hopeful and nostalgic. There is something for everyone in this film, I promise you that. And you will leave singing the songs, and you'll be really glad about it. And if you're not in love with Star by the end of this movie, I'll give you $5.
Not a locked-in guarantee. This goes back to the attorney. You should read that paperwork.
You should read that disclaimer.
She put that out there. She had just said she wanted to be an attorney. Never a good idea to give somebody a $5
She'd have been
guarantee.
the best dancing attorney ever.
Exactly.
And I'm calling it right now. She's going to be the next EGOT winner.
How would Hollywood change if every actor in Hollywood got their law degree?
Right.
Yeah, it's so much change. All right, coming up in a moment, Video Game Geek?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Coming up in a moment, jump aboard. Fallout, now a major series that you are going to love. It crushes it, so say the critics and the fans. We'll talk about Fallout next. This episode of Take a Look brought to you by Vault-Tec. Make it Vault-Tec if you're escaping a nuclear reaction. Vault-Tec for all of your safety nuclear-free needs. All right, if you're a fan of Fallout, you might know what I'm talking about right there. Yes, thank you, Tasha. Tasha from Take a Look staff for giving us all of her Fallout stuff. I don't know if she's giving it to us, but it seems like you're taking it home.
I'm going to be the coolest comedian on the circuit right now.
That's
got
awesome.
Dog meat and a pit boy. Come on.
That is awesome. I don't know if you can see the detail on dog meat, but that is awesome. All right, sorry.
No.
Got too close too quick. All right, so all of this stuff is Fallout. Need to say that there is a huge fan base for this video game, Fallout. Are you a fan of Fallout, the game?
I am a fan. I am a huge fan. But what's even crazier is that if you watch this, you're more of a fan of the video game than ever. So the win-win for everybody.
It got me. I'm such a fan of this show. And by the way, I'm not alone. Critics and fans alike are saying that it might be one of the best video game adaptations of all time. Take that, Halo. And it made me start playing the game. I started on game 3, and I love this game.
I love it. And you know what I loved about the movie? All of the nostalgia in the movie and all of the furniture, look at my grandparents' house. So I loved it in the Midwest, Dayton, Ohio. I loved it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I got a chance to catch up with your two leads, Ella and Aaron. They crush it as Lucy and Maximus. We talked. Take a look.
We're so good. How are you, Mark?
Good to see ya.
I got to be honest with you. I've had so many nightmares since starting the series. I love it so much. I've been so worried about the two of you. The two of you now look great. Much better than the last time I saw you in this.
No cuts, no scrapies here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for puncture wounds. Everybody looks okay. My goodness, can I tell you, I have not enjoyed anything as much as I've enjoyed this series. I can't wait to watch the whole thing through and through for each of you. How excited are you for the world to see it?
Oh, so excited. It's like I wake up every day. I'm like, we're almost here. We're almost closer.
He's been saying this for 3 years now.
We're almost
getting
there.
a little bit closer every time.
Exactly. All right, so it looks exhausting to make. For each of you, what was the hardest day on the set so far?
Oh gosh, you're right. It is difficult. It was a challenging shoot. It was long, and there was a lot of stunts, a lot of physicality. But I loved it. I thrived in that chaos. I really, really did. And all the things I was nervous about at the beginning, I so quickly learned to love. The hardest day was probably, it was maybe my second or third day, and I did 2 scenes back to back in the first episode. One of them was a love scene, and one of them was a fight scene, and they went right after each other. And we shot that entire sort of double sequence in a day. And at the beginning of the filming,
Insane.
you're always, it's insane. At the beginning of the show, you're always a little nervous. You haven't found your feet. You don't really know your character that well.
But Jonah likes to chuck you in the deep end.
And Jonah he'll just throw you up and
yeah.
say, action.
Right. And Aaron, when we first meet your character, he's already been through so much.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of duress was it every day bringing that kind of feel?
Oh man, it was actually just such a challenge for sure, but a joy. What is that person whose life has been entirely above ground in the wasteland? That's a harsh existence. And then of course the brotherhood is even a harsh circumstance for him to be living in. And it's like our first meeting of him is like a clobber fest. You know what I mean? It's really like, and that's our introduction. I love that our writers wanted to introduce him that way. These aren't people that have superpowers, but like if they did, they have these amazing characteristics, like Maximus of resilience potentially. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's how to build that person, how to build that war that's going on inside of him. Oh, it was such a challenge, but so rewarding and so fun.
How would you explain this to someone who knows nothing of Fallout? Like, Ella, for you, you got stuck next to someone on a plane who goes, so what are you working on now?
You on my last flight? I would say, first and foremost, you don't need to know anything about Fallout. You don't ever need to have played the games to enjoy the show. I certainly didn't know anything about it when I signed up. I would say this is a absurd, ridiculous, political, dark comedy about the end of the world as you've literally never seen it before. It's dark and light. It's Barbenheimer, the TV show. That's what I would say.
Finally, what audiences want? That was great. I can't wait for audiences to see it. I wish I was in the room with you. High fives all the way around. Or should I just say...
Yeah, and if you see like season 1, episode 1, you'll kind of get that thumbs up right there. I was surprised at how gentle Aaron was, like quiet, soft-spoken, because when you meet him, he's like, boom, bust me in the face again, I don't feel pain.
Exactly, his character, bring on the end of the world. That's what I want to be like.
Right.
Just like that.
It's so awesome. I can't wait for you to see this series. It's hard to describe, so you just need to see it. Like, America has such a fascination with like mid-century modern furniture and architecture right now.
Yeah.
If you dig that, you're really going to dig this because half of the entire plot line is stuck in that.
Like I said, that furniture looked just like my grandparents' house. I was like, that's where I grew up.
That's where you grew up. Well, check it out right now. Oh, look what we have over here with some Nuka-Cola. Here, I also have some Nuka-Cola bottle caps, and there's one for me, and there's one for you.
Thank you, sir.
Look,
thank you.
You and me, we're in a club now.
I would
It's
cherish
called the
this.
Fallout Club.
That's right. Bring on the end of the world.
There you go. All right, coming up next, something entirely different. Imagine, if you will, This Is Us if it met a family of Sasquatch. That's pretty much what you get with Sasquatch Sunset. Coming up in a moment, we'll tell you why you want to watch this, who you are if you want to watch this next. Hey, welcome back to Take a Look. I'm Marcus Allen, world-famous comedian Steph Sanders.
Hey,
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Hey.
I'm really excited to get a stand-up comics take on what we're about to talk about. So you've got Bigfoot, you've got the missing links, a family of which, Sasquatch, meeting kind of a drama tale that you would typically find on like This Is Us.
Yes, definitely This Is Us meets the Brady Bunch. This is crazy, man. I mean, it's not like a comedy, but it's funny because of the moments, like the gestures and the time the guy sneezes on is like the other Sasquatch, and the way he looks at him, it makes you look like, I don't know, some kind of dark humor thing. I don't know what it is.
It's indescribable. If you like it, you're going to like it. I'm not sure who it's for, but there are definitely some people loving it. Jesse Eisenberg leads an all-star cast. We talk. Take a look.
This might be my favorite. No, dare I say it's my favorite movie of the year. You guys crushed it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, so for each of you, talk about that moment where you had been in character and in costume and in all the apparatus for so long, it became your second skin. You weren't even thinking about it anymore. For each of you, when did that day arrive?
Never.
I don't think that ever arrived.
Oh, I was gonna say it was right away.
Oh no. At all moments you were aware of having, you have to picture like glue on every part of your face, and then not just the glue, but hair then on every, like, it was very uncomfortable.
So Jesse, was there ever a moment where long after you had cleared set, you were in a different environment, having dinner with friends, and they said, hey, what's that thing? You had some residue left?
Every single day. I would go home and I would take a shower and get maybe half of the glue and hair out of my hair. Yes. And you were just like thinking, well, okay, I'm going back tomorrow. I may as well just keep all of this stuff in my hair.
The first few days, I remember like trying to scrub the glue off my face and my skin, like really get everything off. And by the second week, I just would leave it.
What's the day on the set you're going to remember the most as making its imprint on you?
The day we shot the campground was really memorable because it was extremely difficult. It was raining and then it was hot and then it was cold, and like the suits were, it was like kind of a disaster, but also really fun. And then ripping my mask off at the end of the night.
Okay, forget.
I think like the funniest scene in the movie is also like, was really fun to shoot too, which is like these characters, they come upon a human road and they've never seen like a human road before. And they're so shocked that it not only exists, but that it like goes both directions. And then like to mark their territory and to kind of like dominate the road, they pee on the road. And it's so sweet because they're kind of like scared of the road, but it's also so empowering because they're so aggressive. And to me, it just like sums up the great absurdity and emotion of this whole movie. And it's so funny to watch.
I love this movie, but that's whenever it catapulted to the next level for me. That just all of the choices, your choices, the director choices. This is a great movie, and I'm so honored to talk to you about it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, it's funny. I kind of walked away from the series, the movie that is, going, what was that.
Yeah.
But now hearing them talk about it, I kind of miss it. I want to see it again. It's under my skin.
I'm still like, what is that? And next TikTok challenge will be peeing on the road. Watch, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
That's
you
gonna
never
mark
know.
your territory.
Be warned, there's a big circle of life scene in the very first act of this movie. And by circle of life, I don't mean animals eating each other. I mean creating.
Yeah.
Sasquatch is making other Sasquatches. All right,
That's what the girl look like, man.
check it out. It's now playing. All right, coming up in a moment, something Steph brings to the table. The BBC series Big Mood is now a series on Tubi. We're going to be checking that out. I'll tell you why you might want to check that out. And then Civil War, a major motion picture that will definitely change the game of this type of movie.
Yeah.
We'll tell you why. Everybody's talking about it. Coming up next, we'll take a look. What's going on? Welcome back to Take a Look. My name's Marcus Allen. This is Steph Sanders. You ready to dive right into Civil War?
Yeah,
All right,
I love Civil War.
There's so many people that have opinions about this movie that haven't seen it yet. Take a look at this movie right now, and I will tell you this. If you think you're going to this politically charged, whatever side you're on, and you're going to take sides, you're not. They never tell you what's being debated in this movie, what split America to begin with.
Not at all. And you know, it's very surprising in this movie. If you think you're going to know what's going on in this movie, you're not, because California and Texas are states that join together in a fight.
Right.
And you know nothing about the movie. If
You know first act when you enter into this and they've unified to form one state that no one's picking sides.
all bets are out the window.
I will tell you this is a movie that you need to see on the biggest screen possible, so go out and invest in it for when it hits home theater, or right now just go see it at the movies.
Definitely. I'm going to be in my home theater, like blasting everything. I got to see this movie in that environment, because at the big screen was crazy. IMAX, go see it in that if you can, but it is the greatest thing ever. I still can't hear.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, moving right along, something you brought to the table. You've been checking out Big Mood. Started out on BBC. Now it's a part of Tubi. You said you invested or downloaded Tubi specifically just to see this.
For this, I never thought I'd see Tubi, anything I want to see on Tubi, until this came out. And I love what they do with the bipolar 2 diagnosis, but they make it funny, but don't denigrate it, so they downgrade it and make it, fun of it in that way. But it is a light movie. It's incredible acting. Two of my favorites, Nicole and Lydia, do their thing big in this movie. So you got to go see this. Bipolar 2 would never be as funny to you as it is in this movie.
I'm saying, I sat down with them to talk about it. Take a look.
You two look amazing both in and out of this series. It's an honor to hang out with the two of you.
Oh, thank you.
Look, let's be real. I'm probably not the demo for this show. I've never loved anything more than this show.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
People that enjoy, that fall in love with series like this, especially this like great bond that you two have, behind the scenes, we want to know that you've gone on as fast friends, that you are indeed that tight in real life. So tell me the truth. How is it?
Yeah, we are. It's really lovely, because it's so difficult, because you know it's like any workplace. I think people think of it like, if you work in retail, let's say, you're like, people are go, are you best friends with everyone? You're like, well, no, but on this show, we've really formed such a tight bond, and the entire cast, we're really tight, and we hang out a lot, and it's joyous and wonderful, and we're very lucky.
There are so many great scenes, so many great plot lines in this, but for those who haven't seen it, tell everybody the scene that you most look forward to them discovering.
I think episode 6 I watched, and I was watching it as just a viewer because I wasn't even conscious of it during the read through, and watching the scene with Nicola playing Maggie and going through this, I was like, it's just so awestruck, and it just is so thrilling. And for me, it's like the drama part of the show, it just all comes to light in that scene, and this show is amazing because of you, and that's honestly how I felt.
I have a real love for the 3rd episode in which Maggie is forced to hold a dinner party, because I feel like the show is sort of a comedy drama, but the comedic moments have a special place in my heart. Comedy requires a lot of generosity in actors, which not all actors have. I think it was in the 2nd week of shooting that I just felt Eddie and Maggie's world become complete. I was like, I now know what their world is. I know who these people are. I know all of this. And so that scene, it's chaos, and people are brilliant in it. And yeah, I really love that scene.
It's so awesome, you guys. I love this series so much. Like, I wish I was a character in the series. I want to be just in the background watching you two. In fact, I'm going to fade back into the movie poster like I'm part of the cast.
Oh, perfect. Look at you. Like, you're blending right in. It's perfect. You're the third friend. This is
Love you
great.
guys. Peace.
You're a nightmare. But you love me. But I love you.
Big Mood now exclusively on Tubi. Those two are crushing it. They're Tubi stars, you know, just like TikTok stars.
Yeah.
Tubi, now the fastest growing streaming service, largely populated by former angry Netflix users. They have their own stars, and they're Tubi stars.
I'm gonna watch it because of them. They're incredible, and I love the range as comedic actors. I can, I believe, unbelievable way of their range. It's just crazy.
I'm saying it's like Amy Schumer's Trainwreck with an accent.
Yes.
All right, coming up next week, a movie I'm so excited about. It is game-changing horror, I promise. Abigail is going to be your favorite horror movie this century. We'll tell you why. With the stars, next week, we take a look. Thanks for hanging out. Steph Sanders, catch him on the road. Where do we find you?
Barely Tall Enough Tour. Go to my page. I am Steph Sanders. Barely Tall Enough Tour. All the dates for the summer. And my other Off the Change tour, one-man tour going on. So go to I am Steph Sanders everywhere.
And take a look. Peace.